Interesting. It's a dual wireless mic from Tonor. Now, I have had Tonor in the shop before. I did have a Tonor wireless, double wireless system. What this is, wireless microphone system on UHF band. It's the rechargeable batteries inside of the microphones, 262 foot coverage. It's got 1100 milliamp battery in here. It's got a one-click mute, and it's got an auto pair, which means that it will pair with the unit by pressing a couple buttons. So you don't have to kind of fudge around for that. I remember having to do that at one time. It's like you had to click and then click and then click and then click whenever there's interference. It does run on the UHF band. It does not hit any of the frequencies in the United States that are considered emergency band, which is great. So if you have an older wireless microphone system, like maybe you have a basement karaoke thing, I don't judge. I'm also a musician, and I love to have wireless microphones on stage for not only performance, but also practice. You don't have these wires in the way. And to have rechargeable batteries inside, all you have to do is plug them in and let them recharge if they run out. They did give this to me to review. They're not sponsoring this video by any means, but all opinions are of my own. All right, let's go ahead and give this opening. All right, here we go. All right. Yeah, inside here, we have the unit itself, the wireless unit itself. We got some molded foam. Always love that. I'm going to set this right there. We got manual instructions, all that other good stuff. And then we got a whole bunch of stuff here. We're going to start with microphones. Microphone 1 right there. And then microphone 2 right there. We've got, these are windscreens for your microphone. So if you are outside and the wind's blowing, you put those on. That's going to help them. These are stoppers. These basically, you put these on the microphones. You notice that they got two different colors, so you can actually tell which one's microphone 1 and which one's microphone 2, which is great. But they also allow to set on the table, so the head is not sitting on the table. And then let's see what we got here. It looks like we've got a power supply for over here. We've got a microphone cable. This is what's called a TR cable, tip ring cable. And then USB-C to A. Actually, dual USB-C to A. So there's the dual USB-C to A cable right there. There's an adapter for if you're plugging in 3.5 millimeter. And that's everything in there. This is the main unit. We'll get it plugged in here so you can see it a little bit better. We'll bring the two antennas up and then we'll plug it in the back. There we go. Here is the unit in itself. What we have here is a really nice display, which I'm really impressed with. It shows us everything we need to know if the microphones are muted, what frequencies these microphones are. Like I said, they will not hit any of the emergency frequencies, which is great, but you always have to, when you have a wireless system, you always have to check to see if those have ever gotten updated. And there's charts out there that'll tell you what type of wireless frequencies you can use, but these are good wireless frequencies. I'm actually 2 blocks away from a fire station, so any type of emergency band could get blocked. So I that's very important to know about that when you've got wireless frequencies running. So anyway, the whole point is that a nice little display right here. We got two different, these are volume dials over here. We've got buttons that will tune in the frequencies if we want to, but there is an auto scan option. And of course, the microphones aren't turned on, so it will not find that. All your buttons, and of course, your power buttons right here. In the back here, this is where all the magic happens. Now, you can either use a mixing board or a single out. So if you wanted to put microphone A into channel 1, microphone B into channel 2, you can easily do that. But you also have that 1/4-inch cable that can also plug into like a smaller mixer or anything like that. And then what this will do is it'll mix out both of those microphones onto one channel, but it'll be a mono mix. You do have a couple options to connect up your devices here. All right, let's go ahead and look at the microphone. All right, I don't know which microphone this is, but these are supposed to be battery operated, but there's a rechargeable battery right there, but it looks like you actually put in, I'm not sure if you could put in another AA battery or anything like that. You can definitely change out this rechargeable battery, which is great. So, but if they do need to be recharged on the bottom here, that's where the USB-C is. And then you can then charge this up while the other microphone's being used. Let's go ahead and turn it on. And it says that we're on channel 96 on this microphone. And looks like the battery is actually pretty low here. So we'll do this one really quick. So what I would do is to set this up for channel A, I would hit the scan, and there it is. So this one was on channel 566, 600. So now that matches here. So now if I talk in here, I thought I'd see something, but I guess I don't. There's a little green light here. If I press that, I can mute the microphone, and you see that green turned to red, and now it's back to green. I think that's charging up. Let's go to the other, maybe the other microphones. Turn this one on. Let's see what happens. Okay, we have a little bit better battery on this. And this says it's channel 107. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit this. And now I'm seeing here that it's matching the battery. So we see that. And there's the VU meters. So we are on, yes. So if I talk in here, now you're seeing this. So not much, but we can change the volume here and bring it up and bring it down. All right, so I have the Tonor up here into the studio. I'm at the piano right now. Basically, I was mixing together some stuff for a different video that I was working over on Geekazine. I've taken this out into a couple different situations. I go to a weekly jam session, for example, and then brought the microphones in. The idea, of course, keeping it wireless as possible. The fact that this is a UHF wireless allows it to really stay connected. In fact, one of the singers actually went out to the parking lot and sang, came back in, she loved it. Let's talk about some of the pros and cons. First of all, this does sound a little bit bassy in my ears. If you're really up against the microphone, that's what it sounds like. But if you move it back a little bit, you have a little bit more. Handle noise is present. You can hear me do that. Some microphones will have a handleless noise. So when you're talking, it will allow you to, switch hands without having some sort of thumpy sound in there. It does a pretty decent job when it gets in front of a speaker, of course. There's only so much you can do. The dual microphones, they work in tandem. They work really well. Hooking them up separate or together into a mix. So if you're down in a basement and you just have one channel to hook everything up to for your karaoke night, then you can do that just as easily. Or if you want to have separate microphones for two different singers while you're practicing in your band, you don't have to run cable everywhere. USB rechargeable, I love that idea. The only problem is you can't recharge and run it at the same time. But the cool thing about this is if you unscrew this right here, you see that right there. There's the battery right there. It's a rechargeable battery. It's not a AA or anything like that. So you'd have to get this type of battery. There is a mute button right here. So if I press, it goes red, and then of course you can't hear me. So I like the fact that I can mute this microphone. I do love the battery life on this. It will definitely go through a whole show, even longer than that, 5-6 hours. Besides that, it's a little bit bassy. That can be fixed in any type of EQ on mixing boards to really give you a good sound from there. If you're looking for something handheld, I would use these, like I said, for like a karaoke night or a practice session or something like that. You can kind of hear the plosives. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Let's move my face away from the microphone. From here, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. So the plosives are doing a pretty good job when you're eating the microphone. You're putting it up to your mouth. Like I said, I don't like the handle noise, but if I start talking this way and I start talking this way, you cannot hear what I'm saying. Maybe you can hear a little bit, just a little bit. Anyway, this is the Tonor dual wireless microphone. A great little value for something if you're looking for something for your man cave, for the karaoke, in the practice room, if you're calling bingo numbers or just doing some general announcements. This is great. It's a wired power unit. Although this is a wireless microphone, the unit itself needs to have a power source, a plug to connect into. But then you can then hook it up to a mixer. You can put this into your rig for whatever you need. That's the Tonor wireless microphone. My name is Jeffrey Powers. What do you think of this microphone?
Does it work for you? Let me know in the comments below over at geekazine.com or youtube.com/geekazine, where you can like, subscribe, comment, and hit that bell notification so you know when the next video comes out. Don't forget about the merch. You can see it if you're on YouTube, download through Teespring, or if you go over to amazon.com/shop/Geekazine, you can go down, you can see the merch area, and then get the cool t-shirts and, of course, the Geekazine hoodie. Support the channel. I thank you very much. And, of course, I want to thank the Patreons for helping me put out some great content on this channel. If you got a product that you want me to take a look at, all you have to do is email me, and we can get that started. And until next time, you guys geek out and go wireless with Tonor.